back, dude.
Back.
You know who else is back? Me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so back.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to the B Team, guys.
Welcome back.
We're here. Episode 74?
5?
75? 76.
Very nice.
Is
it 77? We did the double.
Yeah, the double one. 77. Thanksgiving week. So happy Feast week. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's going to be a great episode. I hope you guys all have a great time with your fams. But before you do that, you got to listen to us because we're putting out great content. And our mortals are hitting. And our talk shows are good. And our talking points are good. Mm-hmm. And the Jets are not. We will talk about them at the end of the show.
They're bad.
But
they're real bad.
We're back, and we got a lot to talk about, man. A good week of football. The game of the year, Eagles get the dub. Mm-hmm. It was always the Eagles. We'll talk about that as well. But I want to get into these mortals first to get them out the way. And, so Muller.
Yeah, so I'm 7-4. Lost my last one. I'm on a 1-game losing streak coming into this week. Mike is 4-6-1, 3-game winning streak, all on Thursday Night Football.
Coming back.
All done. And Gassie's 5-5-1, 2 wins in a row. So Gassie's getting hot. Mike's on fire. I am slightly chilled.
Dude, you're still.
I'm still on fire though.
Listen, it's just one of those games where it should not have been an L, anyways.
The Chargers suck.
Quentin Johnston choked.
That team sucks.
I feel bad for Justin Herbert. I really feel bad for him because it's him and the Keenan Allen show. By the way, I don't know if you saw that one run by Austin Eckler. He's getting old, man. He looks slow.
Yeah.
I think he's really regressing.
Yeah. He wonders why he didn't get paid.
Maybe the Chargers actually made a good decision by not doing that because he looked damn slow.
Hey, he's going to be gone after this year.
For me, I think they actually have faith in their other running backs. I think they like Josh Kelly a lot. And I also think Isaiah Spiller, he's been in the league for 2 years now. He's like 21, 22 years old. He's very young. I think that's a guy that they're really going to explore to replace Eckler or be like a 1-2 with Josh Kelly.
I mean, they have to. Now, it's going to be up to the Chargers to see if, do they ride out the end of Eckler like the Cowboys did with Zeke? I mean,
well,
their offensive coordinator is. They might do it.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did it, though, because he's approaching 30 years old now. I think he already is 30. I'm not really – he's close.
But the thing is his production level going to be better than you going out and getting a rookie running back?
I mean, I feel like the Chargers are one of those teams that, do they need again, we're going to talk about the running back position. It's not the premium position like everyone says it is. Even though, we think they should be paid, in reality, you can really throw anybody back there if they're a professional running back and they're actually have some talent. But I think in the Chargers spot, maybe it's not good to pay him because you have 2 or 3 wins, 4. I think they're 4 and 6 now,
something like that.
But they have way more issues right now. They have one of the worst defenses in the league.
Which makes no sense. How many weeks can we say it? Staley is a defensive coach, yet his defense is one of the worst in the league.
He should be fired.
How does that make any sense?
He needs to be fired. And I heard that there was some speculation that big old Bill Belichick, that could be a team that he coaches after this year.
Well,
he does leave New England
now.
Yeah, I mean, give him a quarterback, and that's all you need. Bill will handle the rest. That will be another thing where it's a Brady to Belichick. If you can't succeed with Justin Herbert, who's a top 5 quarterback, then it was all Brady. And your whole legacy has changed. Yep. But I feel for if there even are any Chargers fans, I feel for that team because they have players. They have Mike Williams when healthy is pretty good. They have Keenan Allen. He's a top 3 receiver right now. They have freaking Gerald Everett. They have a lot of good. Quentin Johnson can be good, but we're gonna have to hold off on him, especially after that drop. But Rashawn Slater, it's not like they're a bad team. I feel like they have no identity. It's just Keenan Allen. Give the ball to Keenan Allen. That's it. So, crucial drop. Get Justin Herbert out of there or help him, and that will hopefully solve their issues.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they don't have a shot at winning the division.
No, it's over. It's over for them.
I think playoffs is not even remotely in question for that.
They're an in the hunt type of team because they have a mediocre schedule coming up. They have a couple of teams that could probably hand them an L. I know they play the Ravens this week. That's probably going to be an L. But there are other teams that they can beat. It's just, can they do it? It's very simple. Like, we know the talent, but can they fucking just get it together?
Broncos.
We're
gonna get into Russ.
No, right now. No, we're gonna get into
let's get
right.
the mortals. Let's get the mortals out of the way, and then we'll get into Russ. We'll get into Russ. All right. So this week we're gonna do it's a Thanksgiving special. Yep. We're feasting, so we're gonna put a pick in on Thanksgiving. Everyone's gonna pick something, and then we're gonna pick something on Sunday. So you're getting a double mortal week. We're going ham.
I like that. Yep.
That was a Thanksgiving reference.
Nice.
Mike, you're on the 3-game winning streak, so you get first dibs.
So this is my number one mortal besides the Sunday games, Thursday night game, and you guys are gonna hate this. I absolutely love this so much, and I think there's no way this is not gonna hit. It's a cover, and we're taking the points. And I'm gonna take shout out to Drew Alpman. I'm gonna take the Packers. Thursday night division matchup in Detroit.
That's the first game of the day.
Or I'm sorry, Thursday afternoon, first game. Dude, I'm going to take the Packers. It's a division game, and the Lions almost just lost to the Bears. The first game that they played together or each other, the Lions waxed the Packers. I don't think that happens. We're going to take the Packers plus 7.5.
7.5 is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, man. And then for Sunday, we are.
Well, should we do all our Thanksgiving ones first?
Yeah. Let's all do the Thanksgiving. Go ahead.
All right. So, Gassy, 2-game winning streak.
So this wasn't my number one pick for the week. This is just my Thanksgiving pick. Yeah. My other mortal is going to be my better pick, but I'm going to take the under on San Fran, Seattle. Under 43.
Okay. I had 43.5 in FanDuel, if you want that.
I'll take 43.
43.5. All right, there we go. I'm going to be taking. I'm obviously Cowboys have been very good to me this year. I don't think the Commies are good at all. This game is in Dallas. Give me the Dallas Cowboys minus 10.5. We're going to blow them out. 3 games in a row, we're going to blow a team out.
We have minus 11 on DraftKings. Would you like to adjust?
Yes, absolutely. We will take minus 11. Yep. Because if we're going to expect them to win by at least 11, we might as well take it. So now, all right, so there's Thanksgiving. Mike, over to you for Sunday's picks.
So for Sunday, there are a couple games.
There's more than a couple games, actually.
There are a couple games that I do like.
But don't you like all the games?
Listen.
I personally love all the games.
There are a lot of 3.5s, by the way. There are a lot of 3.5 spreads.
Mine will be a 3.5.
Mine is going to look like it, and you know what? Just because I talked about the Chargers, they're losing a lot of one-possession games. I'm going to take the Chargers plus 3.5 as well. So we're going Green Bay plus 7.5, Chargers plus 3.5 against the Ravens. So it's a tough one, but we're going to rock with it.
I don't mind it. Cassie?
So I was going to take Baltimore, but I'm not going to fade you. I don't understand that pick, but I'm
Hey, 3-game win streak.
I'm looking at these lines, and I'm going to take Houston money line plus 100 against Jacksonville. They're at home. They're beating Jacksonville.
All right, my Sunday pick. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. Steelers' new OC in the office going to the Bengals division game. Bengals don't have a quarterback. I'm taking the Steelers minus 1.5.
How about that under, by the way?
Shout out to Jordan, your second favorite team, taking them minus 1.5 this week, bud. That one's for you.
That under is 34.5 right now.
I saw that.
Patriots Giants 33.5. Wow.
Honestly, this was a huge thing for me in college. Anytime I saw a number with a 3 to start it off, anything in the 30s, especially if it was in the 20s for the NFL, I just hammered the over. Because I was like, all right, there's no way these guys can't score a couple points here. Once you get into the 40s, it gets a little more sketchy.
For sure.
But the 30s, all right, we're all professionals here. Let's figure this game out. It's football.
I think this is what I think about over-unders. I think 30s, they look so easy to hit. That's why I like to hit the unders on them. The 50s, 52 52.5, 54.5. Like, everyone's like, oh, that's too many points. Like, dude, I'm rocking the over on that. Why not? Like, if it looks like egregious where it's like, oh, my God, it should be this, I'm going to take the Oppo and just hope for the best.
No, I kind of agree with that because you look at the Cowboys game, 48.5 points is a lot of points. But, I mean, the Cowboys, if they go ahead and put up 40 on the Commies, all right, we just got to get 7 more points, one more touchdown.
It's a 10.5 spread, too. Like, there's going to be points scored.
Yeah, but the only problem is it's only going to be one way.
You think so?
Sam Howell couldn't move the ball against the Giants.
Tommy DeVito.
The Giants and Tommy DeVito ran the show against the Commies. Like, what an embarrassment for them. Honestly, what an embarrassment. You cannot – that was horrible on the Commies' point. Like, I get it. He's from Jersey. He's tough. Went to Bosco. But I mean – it's Tommy DeVito. It's not Tom Brady.
It was slinging. He was slinging out there. They just completely threw the Commanders off guard. They were like, you know what? We're just going to throw. We're going to let Tommy DeVito throw it instead of just run every ball to Saquon. And we're going to see how he does. And good for you, Tommy DeVito. Kiss on the cheek and a chicken cutlet made for you at dinner. Yep. You deserved it, buddy.
Absolutely.
Amazing. What a performance. 3 tutties he threw.
Now, that's also, like, here's another part of the whole Cowboys thing. Sam Howell. On the flip side of the whole quarterback thing in that game, 3 interceptions against the Giants is despicable. Despicable. You cannot throw 3 interceptions against this team. That team stinks. They're dead. They're horrible. And you threw 3 interceptions. I get it. Sophomore season, rookie season. But, Sam, come on. We hyped you up all last week. You come out here and you just take a big, fat shit on us after everything we did for you last week. And you just come out and did that. You put up 19. You lost 31-19.
I think his numbers, like, I'm not saying
he scored 1 touchdown. Mike.
I know. Did you see his rushing touchdown? That was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, but it was in the 4th quarter.
I know. But I'm not going to say that Sam Howell is a bad quarterback. Like, I think he has the potential to be the leader of that team. Do I think his numbers are a little bit skewed because of the amount that he throws? Absolutely. He's probably the one quarterback that has the most attempts to throw passes in the league, him and CJ. Obviously, you're going to throw 3 picks, but like against the Giants, man, you got to be better. Absolutely. I agree with you there, but I'm not going to bash Sam Howell. This is definitely one game where he had to win, and he did not. But he's looked good every other game. So, again, it's just one of those, like, your recent loss in Immortal. Like, we'll just be like, all right, like, it happens. I'm going to kind of give Sam Howell that same treatment.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the topic of NFC East quarterbacks, the Eagles are going to have to now I'm with you. They have to replace the Chiefs.
Yeah.
In the ranking. They are the best team. They're 9-1. Their only loss coming to who?
JETS. The JETS Jets.
Zach Wilson and the New York Football Jets. Now, that is insane, but they will be at the top.
You can't say that, bro.
And Jalen Hurts, what?
You can't say Zach Wilson and the New York Jets. It's not like Jim Morrison. It's not Jim Morrison and the Doors. The Jets defense and Breece Hall. That's what you can say.
Who was the quarterback for that game?
Okay.
Who was the quarterback?
It was Zach Wilson.
Thank you. Zach Wilson and the New York Football Jets, which includes the whole team. But I'm including
I would switch it around. No, I would switch it around because you're emphasizing Zach Wilson was the prize of that game. Jets defense and Zach Wilson won that game.
Zach Wilson orchestrated the football around the field with the New York Jets to beat the Eagles.
The man just got benched. Isn't that crazy? They waited so. No, we're gonna go on a rant. I want to go on a rant.
Let's not get into it yet. I know, because we have a lot. About another quarterback who's somehow his odds just jumped to the top of the line for MVP. Yet he only threw for 150 yards, was barely 50% on his completions, and threw an interception, had 0 touchdowns. Now, listen, I've been the biggest Jalen Hurts supporter on this show for many years. But my God, we cannot have this guy in the MVP race so high up when Patrick Mahomes does so much more for his team.
I actually agree with you there.
If this team did not have Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they would be dog shit. They would be what the Raiders are, because this receiving core might be the worst receiving core in the league.
Yeah.
Rice is the only one I respect in this whole thing.
Yeah, me too.
Because the rest of them are leading the league in drops.
Mm-hmm.
How is the fact that this team is what? 7-3, top of the AFC. I think they're in second now or third, right? Are they tied for second?
I think they're tied
I think
for.
the Ravens are in first now.
Yeah. So.
But the fact that they're even in that position with their stat line is insane. So just have to start it off the conversation with that. Jalen Hurts, respect you, love you. You're a great person, child of God, child of Nick Saban. You should not be MVP.
No, I agree. I mean, it was funny. I went to the barbershop and they were talking about like who the MVP should be, and I think you said Jalen Hurts is what, second odds right now?
He might be first now.
He's like second or third odds to be MVP. Dude, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Why are we not talking about Tyreek Hill? Like, I get it that quarterbacks like always have to win it. Tyreek is putting up insane numbers as a position player. Like right now, he's by far, in my opinion, the no doubt MVP. But unfortunately, the NFL always has to give it to a quarterback because they are the leaders. But Tyreek's a leader of that team. He's putting up insane numbers. He's getting at least one touchdown a game around. He's averaging at least one and almost 100 freaking yards, dude. Like, it's insane what he's doing.
This is starting to turn into a quarterback award. It is a quarterback award, and it's whoever has the best record. So it's not even who's the best quarterback. It's whatever quarterback is on the team with the best record.
And I'm sorry,
and
we
should scrap the award.
I think Lamar should get it over Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely.
Like, what he's done with the weapons he has, I think either a comeback player, because last year he did not play that well. He's been electric, and all he's doing is winning right now. Again, you talk about the record, but he's got Odell, Zay Flowers, and he barely had Mark Andrews the whole year. Like, what he's doing with that team is way more impressive than what Jalen's doing right now. And again, I love Jalen Hurts too, but I think we got to really think about that conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah, it makes no sense. His quarterback rating, his QBR is never like good. It's never in the top 10 on any given week. Maybe he had 1 or 2 weeks out there. I'm not going to go back through and look this up. But
they're around every team.
Yeah, like, yes, they win games. I totally get that. They're the best team in the league. They're the best team in the league. But it doesn't always mean you have the best players. Like, that's just the way it is. Look at the Premier League. Like, the best team doesn't always get the player of the year.
Yeah.
But that, like, soccer has its flaws. VAR sucks, but at least they get the awards right.
Yeah.
NFL, what are we doing? Jalen Hurts is not your MVP. He's not. I could give you 5 other players on the Eagles that are the MVP over him.
I also think McCaff should be in the conversation.
Big time.
Yeah. No, he carries that team.
Big time. And, like, just to quickly touch on that game also, like, game of the year, dude, that first half, the Chiefs were dominating. The offensive line, I don't know if you, again, I'm a freaking nerd. I love watching offensive linemen. Creed Humphrey is special. Like, last year, Eagles fans were thinking we were crazy for comparing Creed Humphrey to Jason Kelce. Shout out to Jason Kelce.
Go back to
Met
that
you.
episode.
He's a staple of that offense, and he was dominating the game. The offensive line was putting Philly's defensive line in shambles. Again, yeah, you could talk about the refs. I know they necked the crap out of the Chiefs. We get it. Like, the refs suck. Like, they suck in every single game. But that first half, again, I didn't watch much of the second half because I was traveling. But Isaiah Pacheco was running all over the place, and if the Chiefs just had better receivers, there'd be no question about it. They'd win. They'd be my Super Bowl favorite. I'm sorry, but they just don't, and that's something they need to address next year. Because
I'm pretty sure MVS has the most drops in the league.
Hey, Quentin Johnson, he's just happy that happened. Because those were both bad. And you see them, Mahomes try to, like, back himself up, like, oh, listen, I didn't put it in the right spot. I threw it a little bit over him.
That's my MVP right there.
You put a perfect ball for MVS, and he fumbled it. And then Tyreek Hill, love Tyreek, should be MVP, was like, oh, like, y'all don't understand when you're trying to make a catch under the big lights. Like, bro, this is your job, dude. Like, this is your job. You're a professional for a reason. He's been in the league for years. You got to make that catch. That's his only job, dude, is go downfield, get open, catch the ball. He did it with Rodgers. You could have won that game if you would have made that catch. Same for Quentin Johnston. Like, it's little things like that screw over teams. And listen, shit happens, but it's the unexcusable. It's inexcusable. You can't. You have to make that catch.
And shout out to the Eagles. I mean, like, luckiest team of the year so far. because when you look at their games, they're just getting away with stuff constantly, like mistakes. You got to respect it. They're 9-1. I'm not going to shit on them. I get it. They're going to be number one team going into playoffs. Whatever. Hands up. Cool. Good for you. But Cowboys should have beat you. The Cowboys destroyed themselves, self-destructed on that last drive. The Chiefs should have just won that game on that throw, if not for a dude with bricks for hands.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could not be the luckiest team in the league this year, and I'm happy for you. I can't wait for an Eagles fan to be pissed off about that.
There's going to be multiple. Oh, my God. What was I going to say?
I don't know, but Kelsey's fingers are getting tired out there.
Did you see what he was saying? That he, like, thinks about retirement, like, pretty often?
Well, after nights like that, I would imagine, especially when you're going home to Taylor Swift, it's not like you need to make money.
He's made a lot. He's got a podcast with his bro. Like, what else does he have to do? Like, I would be in favor of him retiring. Like, we know, I mean, we could talk about all the tight ends. Like, he's amongst the greats. Like, he might be the greatest.
I think he is the greatest.
It's debatable. I mean, there's a lot of good tight ends. I would say Gronk. Like, I would say Gronk and Kelsey are, like, very even. Because Gronk also had Julian Edelman. He had a run game, a defense. Like, Gronk still made, like, he did not make mistakes. And Kelsey doesn't either. Like, Kelsey's their only target. Like, so, of course, he's going to get all the love. But, like, the way Gronk played, man, was, like, he just helped out Brady constantly. Like, it's going to be, like, a Michael Jordan LeBron. Like, oh, who's the GOAT here? Like, you're going to have, like, Gronk is kind of like Michael Jordan, and then you have Travis Kelce as Braun. You can even go further back, like Tony Gonzalez, Kellen Winslow, Antonio Gates, guys like that. But
I think when you go 10 years down the line and there's kids looking up the videos of the best tight ends, I feel like they're going to be way more attracted to Gronk solely because of how he acted on the field and, like, when he laughed at guys and he stiff on, like, just the stupid, like, there's going to be so many kids that are going to say they want to be Gronk over being Travis Kelce.
I feel like they're two different tight ends, though. Like, I feel like Travis is one of those tight ends where he finds the open spot in the zone, catches it, and just plays it safe. Kind of like a Jason Witten. Jason Witten did that a lot.
Yeah.
Gronk was more, let me run across the field. Brady's going to give me a dime, and I'm going to get some yards after catch and make some crazy play.
I'm going to try and run someone over.
I'm going to try to run someone over. I'm going to truck someone. I'm going to stiff arm somebody. Like, you saw more physicality in Gronk than you did Kelsey. I feel like Kelsey was more, let me just try to run away from them, and if I know I'm going to get tackled, I'm going to preserve my body, and I'm going to get down right away. It's a different league, man.
And that's actually a good segue to this. I don't know. Did you guys see the Tom Brady quotes?
I did hear about that.
I have the video here. Do we have to see it?
Yeah, show it. Why not?
All right.
We'll show it to the camera, I'd say.
There we go. Oh, no.
See the excellence that I saw in the past. Why not? And why not? I think the coaching isn't as good as it was. I don't think the development of young players is as good as it was. The rules have allowed a lot of bad habits to get into the actual performance of the game. So I just think the product, in my opinion, is less than what it's been. I look at a lot of players like Ray Lewis and Rodney Harrison and Ronnie Lott and guys that impacted the game in a certain way, and every hit they would have made would have been a penalty. Your coach is complaining about their own player being tackled and not necessarily, why don't they talk to their player about how to protect himself? We used to work on the fundamentals of those things all the time. Now they're trying to be regulated all the time. Offensive players need to protect themselves. It's not up to a defensive player to protect the offensive player. A defensive player needs to protect himself. I didn't throw the ball to certain areas because I was afraid players were going to get knocked out. That's the reality. I didn't throw it to the middle when I played Ray Lewis because you knock him out of the game, and I couldn't afford to lose a good player. I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL.
Oh, no.
I don't see the excellence.
I mean, it makes sense.
Tell me where he's wrong.
He's not wrong.
Tell me where he's wrong. Yeah, that is exactly why he used to go. And it's funny because ever since he left the league, I've actually, like, had some more respect for him. As a Jets fan, I'm saying that in sanity. I should not be. But, dude, he low-key is, like, not exposing the league, but, like, he's telling you straight up the truth of the league. I don't know where he's wrong with that, dude. It's a freaking billion-dollar entertainment industry that's literally just trying to protect everybody now. Like, I feel like the integrity of football has been taken away because, I wouldn't say fantasy football, but, like, they're just trying to accelerate the offenses and kind of shit on the defenses, like this hip tackle rule. Like, that's one thing where, hey, like, you're running, but, like, you got to sense that stuff. it's become soft, dude. Like I get it, you want to protect the players, but he's right, dude. If Ray Lewis was playing in this league right now, he'd be ejected every single game. Like, that's football. That is exactly what you're signing up for, bro.
We need that back. Do you guys remember?
You ever see any hits like that anymore? None.
Played against the Eagles playoffs when we were little, and who was it? Was it Dawkins? That
Probably.
Just ran over someone, ended their career, like knocked the dude out, like he was done. I don't know if you guys remember that.
That's what we want to see.
That's what I want to see. I want to see someone's head get detached from their body.
Like, okay, like I like if there's one thing that they're trying to regulate with like shots to the head, I know that is funny, by the way, but like like
can you imagine?
yeah, just I'd be like in all seriousness, like shots to the head, yeah, that's one thing that deserves regulation. I actually agree with that, but like when it comes to hits like, oh, going for the quarterback's legs, like you hit them under their knees or whatever, like, dude, half the time the offensive lineman is pushing the defensive end or defensive tackle into the quarterback. He can't control that. Other hits when they're leading with the shoulder, I think that's clean. Defenseless receivers, like he just said, Tom Brady just said, I don't throw balls in the middle against certain players because I know I cannot be able to afford losing them. Like, that's the fundamentals of football. Like, all of that has been taken away now. Everything. You look at all these, like, it's just so different. And I wouldn't say, like, it's less talented. Like, we know the talent's there. It's just the NFL doing NFL things, of course, which they're going to continue to do for the rest of our lives. It's going to be flag football at some point. Just watch.
Well, they're already doing that.
Yeah, like
flag football's in the Olympics.
It's freaking soft, man, and it sucks to see because like so many games are just getting ruined by officiating and all of these regulated fucking rules that the NFL has. Like, it's deterring the outcome of the game, of all games every single week.
Yep.
And it's frustrating as fans to watch because everyone's like, if that wouldn't have happened, we could have scored. Like, just flags in general. Like, we don't need that. Like, let the guys play. Look at the Super Bowl last year, that last one where, like, he held onto his shirt. Like, that cost the game for the Birds. I'm not saying they should have won.
That's a flag.
For sure. But, like, look at all the Birds fans, like, oh, my God, look at that. Like, or the Chiefs fans, he's holding it. Like, that was a clear penalty. Like, Birds fans are good. It's just going to be disagreements, and like it's going to be a lot of what ifs, hypotheticals.
But now that's another situation where Birds fans, I mean, like, we got to use our eyes a little bit here, fellas. Like, you can see the shirt being torn in half off the guy's body. Like, there's a strip club down the road from your stadium. Just take them there next time. Like, it makes no sense why you're arguing this. You can see it.
Don't get me in the rig talk right now. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not in the mood for talking about how sports are rigged and fixed.
Well, if
we're not getting there.
Let's talk about this Aaron Rodgers situation because he faked an injury. I still don't think that he tore his Achilles because there's no way he'd be back by now. That's all a myth. They did this for publicity. Now he's coming back a week later.
He ain't coming back, bro.
He's coming back, Mike. He's coming back.
Why would they play
him?
He'll be
back in December because he wants to beat science. The guy is insane. He faked an Achilles injury when all he did was have a high ankle sprain. I guarantee it. But now here we are because he did all this faking to get to this point. Now we have to watch Tim Boyle on Sunday.
This is why
Sorry,
I wanted
not even
Lamar.
On Sunday, on Black Friday.
Oh my God, it's I feel.
How do you feel about Tim Boyle?
Who?
Do you know?
Who? Like, bro, the reason he is on the Jets is because that is Aaron Rodgers' friend. We don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen him throw a ball. You go ahead, look up the stats because I'm pretty sure in college he went one touchdown, 13 picks.
Do you know what school he went to?
No clue.
No. He went to UConn. He went to UConn.
Just unbelievable.
UConn.
I hate that team.
Connecticut.
I hate them. I hate them.
His freshman year, he played 5 games. He had a 44 completion percentage for 621 yards. No touchdowns. 0 touchdowns, but you know how many interceptions he had?
13.
Positive. No, he had 8. Sophomore year, played 9 games. Got those interceptions down. He had 1 touchdown. 9 games, 1 touchdown. So, honestly, Zach Wilson's probably better. And then junior year, 5 games, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So, all this is leading me back to is Zach Wilson is the answer. You just got to let him play the rest of the year until Aaron Rodgers comes back in 2 weeks, and you're good. You'll make the playoffs.
You
got to trust Zach Wilson.
They've listen. This is not even on Zach Wilson right now. The organization failed the Jets this year, and hopefully they don't do it next year because Joe Douglas. Listen. I've always been a Gassy, and I have been Joe Douglas believers from the start. He's made great picks. Sauce Gardner, Garrett, Brees. He's made very good position player picks. He's tried to build the offensive line, and it has been an absolute disaster. Once Rodgers went down, there was no calls being made for another quarterback. The goal, again, was for Zach Wilson to sit and learn, for no pressure to be put on him whatsoever. There should have been an immediate signing right there and then for a quarterback like a veteran, Gardner Minshew, Josh Dobbs. Of course, no one thought he was going to do this, but somebody who could just fill the void and stay healthy so Zach could continue to learn. They did not do that. They did not accomplish that.
But, Mike, this is where I get frustrated, and we've had this conversation before. Like, yes, that was the plan, for him to sit and take the year off, basically, and just learn.
Yeah, that was it.
Go to Aaron Rodgers' house and learn.
That was it.
Here's my issue with that statement. Aaron Rodgers gets injured. No problem. Zach Wilson has to step in, wins the game against the Bills. No problem. Week 1 win. Zach Wilson's in the books. Aaron Rodgers, then, instead of staying and helping Zach, is living out in California. He's not even in the same state as the kid, and you want him to help him. He wasn't around the team for a month. What is the plan there for the Jets? And then
exactly.
On top of that, you let him go. Cool, whatever.
Well, I mean, there's definitely more to it.
Flacco is sitting on a couch somewhere. He's been in the Jets organization.
Just got signed.
Now he's signed for a team.
The Browns.
That's going to compete against you guys. And now he's probably going to go help one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the NFL.
DTR, baby.
DTR.
Let's go.
It's his
Great
time.
win, by the way.
It's his time. And love a guy that cries after a win. Shows he cares. But Zach Wilson needed a Joe Flacco behind him. They should have went and got Phil Rivers. Go get someone. Bring back Donovan McNabb. Who gives a shit? Bring back somebody to help the kid. You gave him Tim Boyle as a backup. Tim Boyle's not going to help him. I just read his stats. Zach Wilson's better than Tim Boyle. So on Friday, I'm sorry, keep getting that messed up. When you guys watch, and everyone that's like, oh, we got to bench Zach. We have to go get someone else. Well, I can't wait for halftime when all of you guys are saying, oh, Tim Boyle sucks. Well, no shit. He played at Connecticut for 3 years and had more interceptions than he did completions. No shit, he's going to suck. He's going to have 5 interceptions by halftime, and I guarantee you he will not score a single point. You guys will be lucky if you get over midfield. This is the dumbest decision the Jets have made all season, and that's going on the last 5 years. That's going on 5 years. This is the dumbest decision. Zach Wilson should be starting this football game. I've had enough of the whole putzing around. Just say it with your chest if you're the coaches. Say that Zach Wilson is the best quarterback we have right now. He's going to start. He's learning. He wasn't supposed to play this season. Just hit us straight. Because if they hit us straight, then no one would care. No one would care when we lose or if he does bad because he's trying to learn. The more and more that we push this on, it's just going to get worse. And now we have to take a break from this because we have a snake on camera. No. Morgan, come over here.
Absolutely not.
Here, Morgan, come over here. Come over here.
I'll block him from you. See, look at he's scared of you. Look at how small he's a baby. Where am I going?
You can say that, whatever you want to do. All right.
Guys.
So we have a snake on the show. Mike is afraid of snakes.
I mean, I don't fuck with snakes.
This is
Mike,
the one that's going to change you.
Mike, I want you to hold this helmet. So Morgan has target practiced this snake to attack anything that wears yellow. So
No. Okay, he's
This is Anubis.
So
Anubis.
Anubis.
Anubis, and he's a ball python. He's a baby. He's only 2 months old.
He's cute
Do
though.
you want to touch him?
I'll touch him. That's sick. I like the coloration. Will I hold him? Probably
He has
not.
little aliens on his back.
So how long is he gonna grow to?
3.5, 4 feet.
Okay, it's not bad.
Small.
It's not bad.
snake.
Not bad.
I've worked with ones at school that are 8 feet long, and are more defensive.
And more. So have you handled the more defensive ones?
I've gotten bit before.
You've gotten bitten before.
Yes.
Explain to me the pain of the bite or the fear in your eyes.
Better than cat bite.
Better than a cat bite?
Cats hurt worse. Max is vicious compared to these guys.
He's
Tongue.
He is a cutie.
Yeah, he's a baby. And he's very socialized, so he likes people. Yes.
So, Muller, have you handled Anubis before?
No, he
This is the
wasn't
first
there.
time I've seen him.
Yeah. This is him. He's just a baby. He's tiny.
So, is there like a certain technique to holding a snake?
So you have to be a tree. They're arboreal. So literally, he's rolling right now. But if I went like this, he wants to coil.
Okay.
So you just went like this.
Now, would he be scared if one of us held him?
No. Do you want to hold him?
One of us has to hold him.
He already pooped today, so he won't poop on you.
All right, so Mike's got it.
Yeah. He might. Here, let me.
So what's like the?
Oh, you're
He's
good.
scared.
I don't think he likes Mike.
There you go, buddy. Good job.
Now is he like sniffing me? Like,
So
is he figuring me out right now?
when he tongue flicks, that's their equivalent of sniffing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, I know you're cold.
He does not want to be.
I don't think he wants to be held
He wants
by me.
nothing to do with Mike.
This is really cool though. I like it.
Interesting.
Maybe he's getting comfortable.
the worst thing that could happen right now is Mike gets bit.
He won't.
You guys see that?
He's just a baby. He doesn't even. He just learned how to actually wrap around my hand because he's so tiny. He also did not know what his hide was until he went inside and liked it. So.
I'm gonna show Mike the video of him eating.
How you
after
like
this.
that? I told you I was
It's
scared of
pretty
snakes.
good. It's pretty good.
He is
we
very
bit the
good.
bullet,
Proud
and
of
here
you.
we are.
Hi, buddy. You good?
It's kind of cold.
He's been in a car for 6 hours.
He's
He's
cold.
about to go under his heat. He's cold right now, but he's usually warm. He's about to go under his heat lamp again.
Go
Well,
ahead,
that was
dude.
Good.
Look at that. Look at that. Bravo.
Good job, Mike.
Bravo,
Good
bravo.
job, Mike.
Good job,
That was good. That was really good.
He's
That
my
was
baby,
awesome.
so.
He's cool. I like him.
This is the snake they start us out on, as well as corn snakes in our program, because they don't. Corn snakes bite more than ball pythons do. These guys, literally, he'll just huff at me if he's mad at me. He just breathes heavy.
So he just like puffs, kind of,
You'll hear like. He just like breathes heavy.
and that's how he knows that something's pissing him off.
Yeah. Or like if I'm waking him up, he gets mad and like huffs at me. Right now, he's been awake the whole drive, so.
Do you ever just like let him like roam around, just like scare people?
No. Because do you think this is gonna scare someone?
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
Most of my school is Zeus majors, so everyone who's mad at him has think he thought he's really cute. So I don't know.
So he's yours forever.
Yes, 35 years.
35 years. What do you feed him?
Right now I feed him hopper mice. You're following. Hopper mice, so they're like 2 inches long, kind of skinny.
That was a very cool moment, by the way. I just held a
You know the
snake.
snake.
I was telling them, I was like,
Experiencing cool things.
heck no, I'm not touching the snake. And then I saw the size of the snake. I thought you were going to bring out some like 12-foot anaconda like over your neck. I'm like, no, I'm okay. But
My mom would be very mad at me.
that, okay, I feel like
Future snake for me.
that's a future snake?
I want to get a coastal carpet python, and they get up to 6-7 feet.
What's a snake that you do not want to get?
Here you go, Mike.
Oh.
Probably just venomous. I'll take any snake. I picked up snakes off the pathway before I moved them out of the way so people don't step on them.
Whoa.
He's a very, very good eater.
Yeah, he annihilated that.
That was quick.
Yeah.
I jumped, by
Yeah.
the way, during the
I saw yes.
That was the first time he's done that. The first time I got him, it was his first week in my room, so he was upset, so he only ate it when I put it down, but that time he, like, scared.
We're going to.
Round two.
We're going round two.
So when
Mike,
you,
I need everyone
Yeah,
to know
well,
that
what
Mike
is-
was so against this before the show started.
You want to, like, have him be able to go through your hands.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm, like, shaking, because I haven't drank water in 6 hours.
Very good. Come on, baby. So do you just do one hand? That's
It
the
doesn't
key.
matter, you can do whatever.
We'll do two. Hi, dude.
Just make sure you're supporting the body. He's really good at that.
There you go.
Yes. I'm showing them Anubis. This is Jeffrey. You know him.
Hi there. Anubis is
So, and
Hanging in
then
there.
with this hand, pick him up,
Oh no.
this one.
and then is he already coiling? You're good.
So just kind of hold him like this.
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
He's comfortable. You're supporting his whole body. He's warming up. If your hands are warm, he probably will like you.
I think yeah. They're quite moist and sweaty. Anything you want to say?
Mike is terrified right now.
He said Packers plus 7.5.
No, yeah, he's a good boy. He's never done anything bad. Except for, like, be stupid and fall backwards and hit his back on the floor. Scare me a little bit.
That just changed my mind about snakes.
That's what I'm here for.
That you just did your job, and now you sold me.
Right?
By just letting me hold Anubis.
Mike's going to buy a snake tomorrow.
I'm going to buy a snake, and I'm going to bring him here, and he's going to be a black mamba.
Oh, okay.
That's a huge step up.
And we're just going to keep him in the cage,
Local
and we're
man
just going to let him...
Local
man paralyzed from
snake
black
bite.
mamba.
My goal when I'm older is to work with men with snakes. We would call them hot snakes.
So she's going to be Coyote Peterson.
Hopefully not. I don't want to get bit. He's crazy.
I watch those videos in my free time. They're amazing. Dude just takes these snakes, and they're just, like, ready to kill someone. And then they just strike venom into, like, this vial. And it's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's them milking the snake. It gets the venom out.
And they use
It
it for
makes
anti-venom, yeah.
Mm.
So if you ever get
It's
bit...
called anti-venin.
Anti-venin?
It's like a technical term.
So are you just going to, like, move to Australia, and then you'll be able to do all that good
This guy's
stuff?
from Africa.
He's from Africa?
Yes. The tropical rainforest of Africa. But not him, but, like, his species.
Yeah.
He's from a reptile expo.
I like his, like, coloration, though. It's sick.
I wanted a banana, and they're I love him, but I want a banana motor, but they're expensive. They're yellow, and they have like pastel colors.
Mm-hmm.
The morphs are insane.
That was awesome. So, Colin, you won't do it. I don't think he'll do it.
No, I have a pact
I held him.
with our cat. I'm standing with him.
What do you mean a pact with your cat?
So Max is not a fan of the snake, and I have to stand with my brother.
I think that's BS.
That's
Oh.
just wait.
Thrown under the bus.
I shown him a video, and he did not like it.
Well,
I stand with the cat.
that was a first for me. I'm going to stand with Anubis.
I also have a
All
cricket
right, so we're
upstairs
split.
that I rescued from pet.
A cricket?
A cricket. Yeah. Okay. That's where we're gonna leave this.
This is his,
All right.
No,
this is his
bravo.
castle I got him. Sorry, my toes are right now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's Hogwarts for Anubis.
I'm glad that I could.
That was awesome.
I'm glad I
Thank
could
you,
change
Mom.
your perspective.
I loved it, Mo. Clap it up there.
Have a good rest of your show.
See, that was the coolest moment on this show ever. That is clip worthy. I will clip that.
I'm just gonna post the picture.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic. No. Packers plus 7.5. Anubis is giving us mortals and we don't even know it. Dude, we got to do one of those where we have like 2 crickets just taped down. And then we have the bets. Yeah, we have two mice. We have 2 mice. I'm gonna staple him to the freaking table, and we're just gonna let him pick our bets. Anubis might go 8-0.
It's a 10-second show. It's just us commentating him slither up, striking it, done.
Dude, we should actually do that. Just staple the mouse by its tail, and then have like one for the Packers, one for the whoever they play, and then he'll eat.
That'll be our
that would be a phenomenal content right there, because look how like it's not like a turtle where he's like inching up. It's like it's fast. Like like he knows his lock when he sees it. That was the coolest moment ever. Shout out to your sister. That was sick. Like when I saw the size of that snake, I'm like, you know what? Like I'm never gonna do this again. Why not?
The thing that thing's 1 foot right now, maybe. And she said 4 feet, right?
Yeah, 3 to 4 feet, something like that.
Yeah, that's. Once it gets to that, are you still gonna hold it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Anubis sniffed me. I have warm, moist hands. He liked me. I don't think he wanted to leave. At the end, he like turned his head around and was like leaning his head against my hand. He didn't want to leave, dude. That was awesome. I'm so happy. That's done. Clap it up, dude. Well, what a special moment on the B Team podcast.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, Black Mamba on the way.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to go to Australia and find one.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing? I'm the one. Oh hell no! I ain't touching no snakes. I just go out. I'm just like, give him to me. Give him to me. Parrots? Fuck parrots. Fuck parrots. Get a snake.
So now
That's
you agree,
100%.
That's a better pet than a parrot.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, no. 100% screw parrots. I'm on snakes. What a moment. Just what a moment.
Back to the Jets.
Is there anything else to say on the
do have
Jets?
some-
I did have something to say as well. I did have something to say.
We'll do the Jets quick rankings.
Deal.
Nathaniel Hackett is a terrorist. And I hate him. I hate him.
Continue.
Zach Wilson did not deserve to be benched. They were looking for a scapegoat. Everything's going wrong, so they were like, we'll just blame it on Zach because everybody hates him already. But, dude, what did he do to get benched? Nothing. Tim Boyle does not even deserve to be in the league. He's not going to make our offense better. Nathaniel Hackett is getting absolutely nothing out of these players. We don't have the greatest offense, but we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Dalvin Cook looked like he didn't even deserve to be in the league with this guy, Nate
Tight
Hackett.
ends besides Ruckert.
Worst head coach in the league last year. Now the worst offensive coordinator in the league. And you're telling me this guy is not fired yet? Why is he not fired? He should have been fired on the spot. He should not have gotten on the plane after that game. And you know what they're going to say. He's Aaron Rodgers' boy, so we can't fire him. Saleh needs to put his foot down and say, look, your boy is the worst coach in the league. He was the worst head coach. Now he's the worst OC. We can't have it. I'm going to hear all these justifications from Jets fans. Oh, he was supposed to have Rodgers. Rodgers was going to run the offense at the line of scrimmage. There's no justification. There's no excuse to have the worst OC in the league. We need a better one.
You know, this is crazy because go back to the start of the year, even before the year began. What the hell did I say? That I wanted Derek Carr and Lamar Jackson? Derek Carr, okay, bad take. Lamar, what did I say? He's got baggage with him. All this baggage is going to hurt us. Nate Hackett, Tim Boyle, Randall Cobb, freaking all of these guys, injuries, everything. Like, this is why I wanted Lamar, because all of this extra drama and extra shit would screw us, and I was freaking right. I was right, and people thought I was crazy, bro. All this.
You guys basically got your whole future got put on hold for a year.
Yeah, and now that just took another year off from him, which is now he definitely has a max 2 years left. He has no more than 2 years.
No, it might only be one. If he comes back,
might only be 1 year, bro.
Think about it. If he comes back this year and immediately rips it, like if he did tear his Achilles and immediately rips it, I still don't think he did. But he's done. He's done. He'll be done. He'll just go off into the darkness and you'll never see him again. Hackett will be fired. Boyle will be gone. Every single player that played for the Packers gone. You guys are going to have a whole new team the next year, and you're going to have to hope and pray that you're going to have to go after like Jaden Daniels.
Dude,
and honestly, you guys should.
I would.
If Aaron Rodgers is going to be your quarterback, you might as well draft Jaden Daniels.
If there's one,
Michael Penix.
Or that, I think he's going to be.
If there's one draft right now where you take a quarterback, it's this draft.
You might as well.
You're going to have a first back because Rodgers didn't play the amount that was specified in the contract. You're going to have one back. Like, it's either we know they're going to build the offensive line. Build that with pick 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you think that he wants to come back so that he can try and get to that point?
What?
To help the Packers?
Who? Aaron Rodgers? Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I could see him doing that. He's kind of a dick like that.
But
you guys should think about what Lucas said. Like, he's the first person to truly agree with me. That's like an actual football head.
And that was awesome.
That made me feel pretty good, not going to lie.
That was awesome.
First person to say that I wasn't crazy for thinking.
I didn't think you were crazy. I thought it was
quarterbacks.
I didn't think you were crazy. I thought it was a good point.
Yeah.
Are people going to rock with it? No. But is it a bad point? I don't think so.
Oh, no. Frank Reich should try that because he's been horrible for the last 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Now, one last thing on the Jets here. I just don't see they can't play him. In my opinion, like Rodgers, they should not play him. But
he wants to beat Medicine.
He's not going to come back, bro.
Well, Mike, he wants to beat Medicine.
He wants to beat Medicine, but I'm not going to want to play him if we're 4-8 and we're out of playoff contention.
But how is he going to?
Like that's the only way he comes back.
But how is he going to beat Big Pharma if he doesn't come back?
He's going to throw the ball around in practice and just prove that he could do it if he wanted to, and he's not going to come back.
Like there's no reason to play him if we're 4-8 and we are not even in the hunt.
But you guys could be. You guys could be. Think about it.
To worsen our draft pick.
The teams that are at that bottom area, you guys are going to be in that mix. Yeah, you're going to lose a few games here and
It's
there.
draft pick time, bro.
But you guys.
It was always draft pick time.
That's what you say, but I don't know if you guys. I don't know if this team is capable of purposely losing.
No, that's a good point, though. No, for sure, because we are good enough, but if we're gonna have to win out if he comes back because we're not. Are we gonna win anymore? If we win a couple of games, he comes back when? December, or supposedly he's coming back December 14th, around there.
If you guys are in playoff contention and he comes back on Christmas and wins,
then you have to.
Do you guys believe again that you can win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
If he wins,
no,
who do you guys play? Who do you guys play that week?
As long as Nate Hackett gets fired.
Let me see this.
We play.
So you guys play so hear me out.
The rest of the schedule. Give me the rest of the schedule.
Here, listen. Listen to this. Listen to this. You guys are gonna lose to the Dolphins probably twice. Fair.
Yeah, Tim Boyle's not beating them.
So that's 4-8.
4-8. But if you guys beat the Falcons, Texans, you pull one off at home.
Okay, 6-8.
You beat the Commanders on Christmas with Rodgers.
7-8.
You're 7-8 with Rodgers, and you have 2 games left against the Browns and the Patriots.
8-8, 8-9. No, just kidding. 9-8, 9-8.
Yeah, you could make the playoffs there. So if you guys,
we would have a chance.
Have that record after beating the Commanders and Rodgers plays, and you guys win by like 30 against the Commanders at home, I think you both are going to be so back on the train that you're making the playoffs and you're winning the Super Bowl. Because you're going to be like, no one knows how this team is with Rodgers. Don't let Nathaniel Hackett get hot with Rodgers. Rodgers got his boys. You're going to see, what's his name? Why am I blanking on it? Wide receiver from the Packers.
Devontae, Randall.
Wait, which one did you say?
Devontae Adams?
No.
Randall Cobb?
No.
Right now on the Packers?
Right now.
Alan Lazard.
Yes. You're going to see that guy going off for like 100. He's going to be the Hill of your team.
He would be better. He would be better with Rodgers, 100%.
He'll be getting 100+ a game and 3 touchdowns.
I wouldn't be shocked.
It's going to be crazy.
He would be. I don't know if you guys saw that clip with Garrett Wilson just absolutely shifting a Bills cornerback. Just put him in the dirt and then just obviously didn't get the ball thrown at him. And you know what? I will say this too. Like, what they're doing right now, the decision they're making is completely just out of pocket. Like, there's no reason you should be sitting Zach now. You're already drafting him. He gives you the best chance to win. Like, it just like a scapegoat, like you said. I mean, Salah's running out of things to say, but
he shouldn't be. He shouldn't just be talking out his ass. He should be saying what I said earlier. You should just support Zach, and you should say he's the best we have. This is what we're going with.
Now you're saying that he should say that, or you think he should say what he actually feels?
No, this is what he should be saying the whole time. Because no matter if he thinks Zach is good or if he's terrible, you should be supporting the kid at quarterback because he is the best you have.
He is right now. Like, you can't 100%.
He's going to be inactive. They got him inactive for the game this week. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why?
Who gets fired is the question. Like, who gets fired?
If it's not Nate Hackett,
Saleh might get fired.
It's going to be Bob Saleh, bro.
I could see Saleh getting fired. And then I could also see Bill Belichick being like, let me go play with Rodgers here. What if you guys went and got Big Bill?
I would take 2 people off the top. Are you kidding me? 100% I would take him. Absolutely. Dude, there would be 2 guys right off the top of my head that I would take right now. Bill Belichick and Ben Johnson, OC of the Lions. Those are like, those are 2 people I would take. If Saleh got fired and we got those 2 guys, perfect. Okay, I don't care. I love Bob Saleh. Always support him. I'm ready. Get me, like, they'll hype me up. No doubt. Ben Johnson will definitely be a head coach somewhere next year.
That's all I needed to hear. Honestly,
it's true.
I think we leave the show at that.
I like it. Wait, we have to do rankings real quick. No?
We can just put them out.
Okay, deal.
Fuck it. Good show.
Dude, what a great show.